¿Cómo se te ocurre que tú puedes donarle algo a mi hija si eres adoptada?
Hola estudiantes, welcome to the very first official episode of Telenovela Spanish, where in each episode I am going to give you guys a scene from a telenovela, likely from La Rosa de Guadalupe is probably my favorite, but we're going to explore some other ones as well. And we're going to look at a scene. Every single video we're going to look at a scene and I'm going to break down what it is that you're hearing in English, and then we're going to talk about some of the vocabulary and expressions from that particular scene that you're hearing and seeing. If you want to get more in depth, make sure to check out my brand new course just called Telenovela Spanish, where I go into depth. You're going to get more scenes, more vocabulary breakdowns, and I'm also going to be doing grammar breakdowns there. So we're going to dive even deeper into each episode. I think it's going to be a very, very beneficial thing to be able to better understand these scenes. The whole idea is to maximize our learning with telenovelas, which is one of the very, very best, most overlooked resources for learning español. Bueno, eso es todo. Vamos a empezar.
¿Cómo se te ocurre que tú puedes donarle algo a mi hija si eres adoptada? Tú no eres hija de Argelia y Miguel. Eres una recogida que quién sabe qué genes traerá.
¿Es cierto, papá?
Sí. Tú eres nuestra hija de corazón, pero no de sangre. Te adoptamos cuando apenas eras una bebita.
So this scene right here is taken from the telenovela La Rosa de Guadalupe, and what's happening in this scene is that the girl is trying to give some sort of like medical care at the hospital, and the lady comes out and says, we can't accept anything that you're going to offer us. You are adopted. We don't even know what's in your genes. It's very harsh. And then she asks her dad, is this true? Sí, hija. Eres adoptada. Okay? So let's listen one more time. Vamos a escuchar una vez más. Y luego we'll talk about the vocabulary.
¿Cómo se te ocurre que tú puedes donarle algo a mi hija si eres adoptada? Tú no eres hija de Argelia y Miguel. Eres una recogida que quién sabe qué genes traerá.
¿Es cierto, papá?
Sí. Tú eres nuestra hija de corazón, pero no de sangre. Te adoptamos cuando apenas eras una bebita.
Ahora vamos a enfocarnos en el vocabulario, ¿ok? Primero, vamos a ver cómo es la escena, ¿no? ¿Cómo se te ocurre que tú puedes donarle algo a mi hija si eres adoptada? Okay. Tú no eres hija de Argelia y Miguel. Eres una recogida que quién sabe qué genes traerá. ¿Es cierto, papá? Okay. Sí, tú eres nuestra hija de corazón, pero no de sangre. Te adoptamos cuando Argelia se hace una virgen. Ok, vamos a ver. So, key vocabulary here. ¿Cómo se te ocurre? ¿Cómo se te ocurre? Okay. How do you think? Like, how did it occur to you? All right? Or how could it occur to you? ¿Cómo se te ocurre? Okay. It's almost like, I would also say yeah, it's pretty much that. Donarle algo. Donate something to someone else. Donar, to donate. Hija. This one's easy. Daughter. Eres adoptada. Okay? You are adopted. Eres, so it's ser adoptada. Recogida. Recogida in this case is like abandoned, like picked up. Recoger is to pick up. So in this one here, it's kind of like, it is una recogida. It's kind of like treating you like you're a stray dog or something like that, pretty much. ¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe? Who knows? Genes. Genes. Or genes. Genes. So it's spelled the same, pronounced differently. tú eres nuestra hija de corazón. Okay, it's like you're saying like you're our daughter in a loving way, right? But not in reality. Okay, tú eres nuestra hija de corazón, pero no de sangre. Okay, so not by blood. Te adoptamos. Okay. Cuando Argelia se hace una virgen. So I have to double check this. I don't know if that's actually correct. I don't remember if this is correct or not. Cuando Argelia se hace una virgen. I have to look into that. But everything else is pretty accurate, okay? So might want to review, listen one more time, and I think it will help. So let's check this out here. A couple of quick grammar highlights, and in the course, I'm going to go much more in depth with all of the vocabulary and all of this grammar stuff as well. Okay, eres nuestra hija. Okay, so keep in mind it's ser hija. If it's permanent, is más ser. You're going to hear the preterite tense in here. Te adoptamos. We adopted you. Single event in the past. Let's check out this expression here. De corazón versus de sangre. So de corazón is like from the heart. So like in a more kind of like emotional sort of way, or a kind of more of like a nostalgic sort of way. De sangre is like genetically. Okay. Well, we say that in English too, by blood, right? Cuando Argelia se hace una virgen, again, I think this might be wrong. I need to go double check this again. I need to go double check that again. But you get the idea of what's going on here, okay? Last thing I was going to say here. In Inglés, in this scene, this girl is harshly confronted by someone who tells her that she has no right to help her daughter because she's adopted, okay? So she's called a recogida, which is, again, an offensive way to say that they're abandoned or picked up. Kind of like if you call someone, es un perro recogido, es un recogido. We picked him up off the street, okay? So she turns to her dad, he confirms it, and again, the last line, let's listen to that one more time, actually. That'd be kind of cool to see exactly what it is. So actually, let's listen to this scene one more time y vamos a ver qué dice. Vamos a escuchar qué es lo que dice.
¿Cómo se te ocurre que tú puedes donarle algo a mi hija si eres adoptada? Tú no eres hija de Argelia y Miguel. Eres una recogida que quién sabe qué genes traerá.
¿Es cierto, papá?
Sí. Tú eres nuestra hija de corazón, pero no de sangre. Te adoptamos cuando apenas eras una bebita.
Okay, sorry guys. So, te adoptamos cuando apenas era una bebita. I don't know where I got that from. Te adoptamos cuando apenas eras una bebita. Totally wrong on that one. I need to listen to that one again. Not sure where in the world I got that from in my notes. We adopted you when you were just a child. Te adoptamos cuando apenas eras una bebita. Okay? Really, really totally different than what I originally wrote down. Pero bueno, I hope that helps. I hope you guys like this new style of video that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing these videos like once a week, more or less, whenever I have time to squeeze in between the podcast episodes. But if you guys want more of this, what I'm doing with the course, Telenovela Spanish, drop a link down below and you're going to get access to many more scenes. I'm going to be doing 1 to 2 new scenes every single week, and we're going to dive deeper into the vocabulary, into the grammar. We're going to be breaking stuff down. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and I think this is going to be pretty cool and extremely useful for those of you guys who are trying to become fluent in Español.